Now this is Emerald Hill. If you had not been here to this beautiful landed conservation area, different spaces, and oh, 吓死人了 1 kilometers ACS Junior and St. Margaret's Primary. And then we'll close up and I'll say bye-bye to you. You need to stay tuned with PropertyLimBrothers on this tour right on Emerald Hill, and we're going to show you a lot more, and let's go. It's worth talking about the history of orchard. The first one was during the 1800s, being nutmeg plantation predominant for the entire orchard. Second one was during the 1900s. Emerald was being bought over by two businessmen, and then during the 1930s, the entire Emerald Hill was then being segregated into smaller plots of land and was being sold to primarily the Straits Chinese families, thus giving a lot of heritage right now to the Emerald Hill region. And the last milestone was during the 1989 period, where URA classified and demarcated the entire zoning right here to be called the Emerald Hill Conservation Area. Now, one of the most interesting things is that you can just walk downwards to head towards 313 Somerset, and of course you are flush along the entire most popular stretch of Orchard Road region. Now we want to talk about this beautiful conservation house right here. Now you can also call this like a residential shop house, though there are no commercial status right here within this entire enclave. They're all comprising of a residential land status, freehold in nature. They look exactly like a shop house. So we're going to call this a residential shop house for this entire tour. And we want to talk a lot about the fine details on the architecture right here, because if you were to head on to our Insights channel, specifically one episode where we talk about the 6 predominant type of shop house, this belongs to what we call the classical Chinese Baroque design. If you were to walk along the entire stretch, you will notice that Emerald Hill comprises of so many distinct type of shop house features, and the most distinctive thing is that the veranda here still maintains the 5-foot way. As you come in, you will notice that there's also this maintenance of this fence-like kind of roving doors. We call it the Pintu Paga kind of design, and it's almost impossible nowadays to get this kind of architecture plus construct. And if you were to look at the wooden beam at the ceiling, these were all original from the day that this particular shop house was being built. This entire home comprised of a land size of about 1,003 square feet. To be exact, it's about 1,330. Build out is about 3,000 plus square feet in nature. We have a totality of 4 bedrooms. So just for example, if you come down here, you will notice that there's so many intentional build up of segregation of space. First good example will be at this portion here, because if you look upwards, this can almost let you have a clear glimpse. In totality, we have about 4 different levels that's built within this home, as well as an additional basement. And the basement level will be the 4th bedroom, which we will give you a glimpse later. And if you were to bring out the entire sort of like geographical site map of the entire Emerald Hill zoning, you'll realize that it's very clearly demarcated by 3 main streets. So you will drive in from Hardwood Road, and then you will wrap around with Saunders Road, and then you will head towards the main Emerald Hill Road. So these 3 main streets, when you tell people you live at this address, they know exactly where you are. The main segregation right here will be the 4 primary blocks of landed homes that is within the Saunders Road area, and that's almost quite a nice rectangular and regular shape for all the houses right there. As you flip over towards the even numbers, and that is where we are standing in right now, having a more consistent kind of build up in terms of the land shape to being quite a fattened kind of land shape right in towards the middle, and then it will taper off towards a narrower land shape when you hit towards the main Orchard Road. This home has just been totally remodeled and re-renovated. If you notice, this entire zone right here with a 3.2 meters ceiling height. Coming here, this is a bit different. This is close to about 5 meters ceiling height already. So this zone is fantastic. This is going to be the living area. Huge rectangular space. A lot of fine details has been maintained. Brick walls being done right here. Modern plug points. Totally revamped for modern day family to live within this nice cultural area. And you have this little mini balcony within your living room area. Now this space can be your dining zone, so it's a perfect space for a 6-seater, and that allows you to have the enjoyment of daylight coming into the entire home. And if you were to look at a lot more fine features right here, if you look at all this kind of design that was being maintained, these are really beautiful. Together with that top two so-called windows right at the top, you can't get this kind of design nowadays in homes. And if you notice, right within the center, very nice, a little bit Peranakan feel kind of tiles right on the flooring. That is sort of like the main highlight towards this living room. So the moment you walk in, you're being greeted by this very nice central podium. I think these two walls, the main design is to have this wall as the TV console wall. And of course, you can put in couches right there, reading armchairs. You can just flush this space up with a beautiful carpet as well. Now the depth of this one is about 24.9 meters to be exact on one end. The other end is about 25 meters in terms of its width. Yeah, so if you were to look at the depth of this, it's quite similar to like an inter-terrace in traditional landed properties. But the only difference is that the inter-terrace home that has probably about 1,006 square feet of land, usually the configuration will be about 6 meters width together with about 25 meters of depth. That will then give it probably about 1,006 square feet of land size. Now this land is at about 1,330 square feet. The core difference, if I were to put this side by side between the landed home plus this shop house, will be that a landed home will have to observe a setback of 7.5 meters at the front to be reserved for the car porch, but the shop house doesn't need that to happen. Although within Emerald Hill, a couple of homes right here, they do have that car porch kind of reservation area for the cars to park in. Other than that, if you live here, you just need to get a season parking at the URA car park right out there because it's all nicely demarcated within the entire Emerald zone. Aircons are all nicely provisioned. Plugs and switches, they're all brand new. The fine details really blends in, even in the floor tiles for the kitchen area. It still has a nice modern and traditional make and blend, and this kind of fine details are being done to all the door panels for the kitchen carpentry kind of layout. And at the top, it will be mainly white tonality with nice brick shaped tiles towards the back. Oven, microwave, fridge, already provisioned. You also have nice Kohler brand sink as well as Electrolux hob and hood. Back area, very clear cut washing bay. Provision for your dryer cum washer, and of course you have this nice space towards the back. This can be a nice laundry area for you to do ironing. In totality, you have 4 plus 1 plus 1. This is the plus one that I was talking about on the kitchen level. So this can be used as a helper's room if you're a live-in helper. It can also be a utility room area. Nice huge windows overlooking towards the back. So if I were to open up, basically you have a nice backyard towards this area as well. This area is nicely fenced up with wooden structures. Of course, right behind us will be where the CT Expressway is, because Emerald Hills is located just right within the Orchard Cane Hill area. This space is fantastic. You can be like a little play area. You can also park your bicycles here. As we come back, you'll notice that the steps are beautifully done. And before I forget, this is basically the WC bathroom, which are separated into two functions. This is of course the more old school concept that you see in older homes. And if you notice, fully renovated, plumbing works are all redone, re-gutted, and ready for modern family to come in. We also see some commercial activities right here, because some of the owners or tenants, they have actually applied to URA to register their shop houses, though it's residential status. But if your business qualify, you can utilize this as a home office concept. So something to note is that you almost can't see these kind of features nowadays, having heritage design of all this kind of see-through transparent glass, but you can't really see inside as well. So if you were to come into this space, you will be wondering, why is this master room so huge? The reason is because this can be utilized into two different functions. You can pump in an entrance from the top, and because this comprises of second and third level. This in totality is 5 levels, but the design that was made is that the master room should definitely enjoy this beautiful space right here. It's like an all-in-one space, but there are 3 different zones. Firstly, resting area. This is where you're going to put your king bed with your 2 side tables, and yet enjoying this superb high 5 meter ceiling with this beautiful chandelier right at the top. And at the same time, this space, together with the bifold doors that are made primarily with kind of like a timber door kind of concept with full glass. Doors are huge, but very easy to use. It also comes with like an automated blind system. You just need to do one light pull and then it will close up. So you can close up the entire bathroom. So this is like the second zone, which is much more luxurious than a lot of modern hotels. If you notice a lot of the details right here in terms of what has been used for the sinks, just have a look at this. Oh my goodness, such a nice Chinese heritage history feel. Even the tiles are all in sync together with what has been for taps. And then you have a nice standing shower area with a rain shower. This entire zone in the bathroom is being demarcated by this nice aggregation. So apart from the hardwood on the floor, this is mainly tile, so it's more durable. And of course, this area is then being segregated to be your main wardrobe area. So there's about 7 wardrobes panel that's being provisioned. You have a nice dresser right at that corner, nice windows at the back. You have to check this out because this is like a nice heritage that you definitely have to keep, because these are all features and architecture fleets of the past. So I'm going to show you the top area. This is a perfect space to have like a home office within your own master with an external balcony. This is the right space for you. Come up here, sit outside, and of course enjoy a little bit of outdoor area right towards the back of a home. Beautiful space for an L corner kind of table. Put in your computers. You can even create like a little reading zone right here with bookshelves right towards this corner window. Just like a 2-seater right here for yourself, and of course the armchair right here. Now this home is asking for $18,000 in rental. You might be contemplating perhaps renting something in Orchard with at least 4 bedrooms for an entire family. They're all in an upscale area of about $20,000 for penthouses. If you talk about huge 4-bedders within the Orchard region, they are also in the range of about $10,000. The key distinction is to really look at whether do you really need the condo facilities or want to concentrate more on the internal build-up space and not really on the condo facilities. Then a landed property will be more suitable for you. And if you were to compare this Shophouse with some of the landed property rental, they're also in the range of about $10,000 for some of the landed properties. And of course, the bigger landed homes within the D9 area will be about $20,000. In D9 zoning, there are not much landed enclave available. This is one of the landed enclave. The second plot will be behind Paragon area. Of course, the third plot will be towards the Jalan Anak areas. The flexibility that you get for this home is that apart from the $18,000 rental, if let's say you do have a plan to really combine your office space together with a residential space, then this is a good blend, because if you look at some of the office rental PSF pricing right here, if you add that with at least, let's say example, a 2,000 square feet of residential space plus 1,000 plus square feet of office space, that will almost burst your budget to be above about $20,000. But if you can combine everything into this home, having a home office kind of segregation, yet you have a residential space for your family, combine 2 into 1, that can keep everything within the $20,000 mark, because this is only asking for about $18,000. So let's head upstairs first. Now as we head up the staircase, you'll notice that you have this nice beautiful opening with this nice shape right here that flows along with the stairway. Long strips, hardwood on the floor. You also have slightly bigger than the 1 meter width of staircases. I'm going to show you this room first because it's pretty unique as well, facing towards the front of the home, that has 2 sides and one side opens up into a living area. You can look down from here. Nice, beautiful, traditional windows with beautiful top windows as well. And of course, again, you have this kind of features right here. Beautifully done in the sense that this is the position for your bed. Right opposite us, that's where the 4 panels wardrobe is at. Let me just give you a glimpse, especially with this nice like golden chrome knobs, and internally it's all beautifully laminated with pull-out drawers. And then you have this like 2 doors, which is a pretty unique feature. It's really wonderfully made. You have 3 different functions here. Standing shower right in the middle. I think this still allows you to watch TV if you put a TV over here. So notice that the long bath are also consistent. Standalone tubs in this ensuite bathroom together with your master. Of course, over here you have your WC zoning, your washing area. And if you come up here, nice beautiful hardwood flooring again. And then if we were to come here, this is the room, also very suitable as the study room. If you want to put in like a single bed here, use it as a guest bedroom, that's wonderful as well. This will allow you to look and enjoy the daylight, yet looking down towards the dining zoning right at the bottom. we need to visit the last level. To get something on Emerald Hill is extremely difficult because to purchase them, there are always only a couple of listings available in the market. Anything if you want to touch in Emerald Hills region, there are at least $10 million to about $20 odd million right now in terms of asking price. If you want to rent anything, at least they're all in the 10 over 1,000 region, starting from perhaps about 15,000 onwards in terms of rental. And of course, expatriate tenants, high profile tenants, they're always looking for prime addresses. And this is a perfect place because you are having something in D9. Yet at the same time, this is a fantastic place to grow your family as well because traffic is very light right here. Most of the residents here, they walk downwards on the 5-foot walkway all the way towards Orchard Central, have their breakfast, lunch, dinner and the brunches. Something that is very unique also about Emerald is that it's not segregated by huge roads outside your home. Something that you will notice is that the 3 primary bedrooms, they all come with their own ensuite from the master to the room we came from. And on this angle, you have a secret room here. So this is towards the front of home. I can't stand up fully because this is towards the attic level. I think this will be a room either as a kid's Lego room or it can be used as a luggage storage room as well. So over here, standing shower, and then you have this nice huge zoning in the middle. Beautiful tiles that's mixing a little bit of the classical design together with a modern kind of touch. Alright, so as we walk out, there is this nice mirror mounted on the wall behind me. So this is of course space for you to put in your queen or king bed. You can just flip over, use that space for your wardrobe. And then basically this space is for you to have your work from home kind of zoning. What is even more special is this. I need to show you. Oh my goodness, just check this out. And as I turn it, where do you get this kind of lever system? This is really for you to turn up that 4 panels right there. Of course, there are another 4 panels towards this side. Just love all these like nice beams at the top, and that gives you a nice, really cottage feel as well. So if you have school-going kids, you'll also be pleased to know that this exact plot is within 1 kilometer from ACS Junior. We're also right in the vicinity of Chatsworth International School as well. So in terms of school needs, that can be taken care of. But most importantly is to enjoy this entire landed home within this beautiful enclave. It's just newly done up, so you're going to be the first family to occupy the home after the renovation has been completed. And the moment you come down here, this can be the space also as a home office. It can also be the space for a 4th bedroom. Air conditioning is done, ventilation windows right towards this corner. If not, it can be a nice area for you to put in all your groceries, storage area. Let the sun never rise and the moon never shine again. And all the stars in the sky one by one fade away. You can have 3 different types of usage. One is to rent this entire space for an entire family to utilize as a residential home. Number 2 is, let's say you're running like a small business or maybe you're running a boutique business. You can let some of the rooms upstairs, probably on level 3 and the attic level, be primarily being used as the office location, reserving the living area, master room, and of course the kitchen area right here for your main family to utilize, and then upstairs as basically your home office kind of status. Ensure that you do get the approval on URA before you do anything or before you talk about the rental part. So thanks for staying with us on this tour right here on Emerald Hill. My name is Melvin Lim, PropertyLimBrothers. As always, happy to show the place. Take care. Predominantly being a nutmeg predominant. So you want, so there's this mirror behind me, and over here. Okay, come. Okay, come. Oh, nice socks, Josephine. Have a look at the socks.